Hello, and welcome to another episode of Rainy Day Brain. It's been a while, and that's largely because, I haven't been making a lot of videos because I honestly don't know what to do anymore. I started by doing book reviews, and those were fun at the beginning, but then it just very quickly it became work, um, and not in a bad way. I guess in a bad way. Basically, I was unable to lose myself in the story of whatever book I was reading because there was another part of my brain always analyzing, okay, how am I going to talk about this particular book? I love to read, and it started to take that pleasure out of the activity of reading. So I stopped that. And then I was thinking I would love to do fountain pen reviews because I love fountain pens. I have, over the last year, really gotten into them. But even the more inexpensive pens that haven't already been reviewed to death are still around, $30, $40, $60 even. And that's just a hobby I can't really afford at this point. I was thinking that maybe I could set up a Patreon page, and if I could get to the point where I was making $500 a month on Patreon, then I could use the Patreon funding to save up and buy more expensive pens that everybody wishes they could, get a hold of and try out. And then after I review the pens that I bought with the Patreon funding, all of my Patreon supporters who are at a certain level, like, I don't know, like a $10 a month level or more, would automatically be entered into a giveaway each month for the pen that I just reviewed. That to me seems like something people might be interested in, is seeing someone do reviews of higher priced pens, and then having the opportunity to win a pen in a giveaway that has been reviewed. So I don't know, I might still do that. And then there's the fact that it feels like everything has already been done. I mean, tech reviews, again, that's a very expensive thing to get into because you're going to have to buy all the tech outright until you're big enough to where people will just send you tech to review. And it's been done so well by so many people, most notably, obviously, Marques Brownlee, MKBHD. He's awesome. No one needs another tech reviewer. No one really needs another book reviewer, even if I didn't have that mental hang up about it. I mean, I don't know that there's a lot that hasn't already been done. And I know you're supposed to just ideally make content for yourself, and then hopefully other people who might share your niche tastes will find you. But that brings me to the other part of the rainy day brain portion of this, is where everything just doesn't seem like it's worth the time. You're thinking, how hard can it be, Ken? It's an iPad and some lights and a microphone. feeling the way I've been feeling the last few weeks, it feels like an overwhelming task to do just that much. I haven't practiced my violin in months and months. I'm thinking of selling it because I just don't do anything with it, and what's the point? Just like having the video equipment. If I'm not making videos, what's the point? And it feels like, and my friend Sean and I were talking about this the other day, it feels like everything I am doing or engaging with is the wrong thing. If I'm working on a concept for a video, then I'm doing something creative, which is great, but then I'm not working on developing my business, which back in August, I started my own patient advocacy business. So if I was working on a video, I wasn't working on developing my business. If I was developing my business, I wasn't really doing anything creative, so that felt wrong. And if I was doing the video or working on the business and I wasn't spending time with Karina, then if I'm spending time with her, I'm not reading, and I've got all these books, so many of them that I haven't read yet. But then if I'm reading, then I'm not interacting with her. And she's told me that that's not a problem. She's very happy to do her own thing when I'm reading. But my brain is a stupid brain, and so it hates me. It's pretty sure that it's not okay. If I'm not reading, then I have, video games on the shelf or DVDs that I still haven't watched the commentaries for, that I would love to sit down and watch the commentaries for. So if I do that, then I'm doing that, but then I'm not reading or working on my business or making a video or spending time with Karina or getting outside, or it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever I'm doing feels like the absolute wrong thing to be doing. And everything feels like it's too much effort and not worth the effort. So I don't know. It's Christmas time. As much as I can be happy at the moment, that makes me smile because it's our favorite time of year. The tree's up, looks nice. I'm going to try a trick. There's a YouTuber by the name of Matt D'Avella. I think that's how he pronounces his last name, Matt D'Avella. And he talks about his own problems with intrusive thoughts and thought spiraling and that kind of thing. And so he suggested putting a rubber band around your wrist, and then every time you start to have those thought spirals and the negative thoughts, you just snap it to quite literally snap your brain out of its thought process. In the meantime, I think that after 30 days on my contract, I should have insurance again, so I should be able to afford to have my meds reviewed if I still need that to happen by that point. I don't expect any of my subscribers will probably watch this to the end because this isn't really the content that they signed up for. It's not a tea review, a book review, a gadget review, or anything very interesting. Guess I just wanted to force myself to do something. Anyway, that's it for now, and I hope everybody is having a good holiday I hope that Christmas is good for you, and we'll talk at you later. All right. Take care.